Hello everyone. Thank you for tuning into my channel. It's a show and tell day so you can see what I got in this bag and how to make this block. Please stay tuned. I recently placed an order with the Missouri Star Quilt Company and I got my stuff in last week, and so I wanted to share with you on camera some of the things that I purchased. It came in a pouch like this, okay? And I ordered pre-cuts. I'm not really a pre-cut person, but I've been trying to get into them, and so I want to see some of the possibilities of things that I might choose to do with a pre-cut. So one of the first things that I got, these were in the envelope separate because they're already wrapped in plastic, was I got a jelly roll and a honey bun. The jelly rolls are 2.5 inch strips and the honey buns are 1.5 inch strips. And I got the jelly roll in coal, which is kind of a dark gray, and the honey bun, or they call them skinny strips, in snow, Kona snow. So it's kind of an off-white. I don't know how well you can see that, but again, they're still in the package and I'm getting ready to rip them open in just a little bit. Another thing that I got was they have a daily deal every day on Missouri Star. And so I got 1 yard of the Kona black, and I'm supposed to get a glow-in-the-dark thread. It didn't come in this package, but I emailed and they got right back with me, so I hope to have it soon. And this is the Kona cotton in black. I also got 2 charm packs that I'm interested in trying out. I'm gonna fan them. I don't know how well you can see the colors, but I just think they're so pretty. And I just love blues and greens. And so it's called Simply Style. And it's by Vanessa Christensen for Moda. And I got 2 of those because I feel like I like to make a big quilt. And so I need enough of these so I can make it bigger if I want it. Okay, and I also got some 10-inch squares. I want to use these for a Relay for Life quilt that I'm making. And this is, it says Hadley by Denise Schmidt. And it's Free Spirit as well. And so I don't know how well you can see those colors, but to me they look kind of vintage. And so I'm going to try something I've never tried with these, and I'll put it on camera when I get ready to make it. And the last one I got is one that I already had, and this is the fabric that I used in the block that we're going to make in just a little bit, and I just needed another one so that I can make the quilt big enough for what I need it to be. And it's called Somersault by Erin McMorris for Free Spirit, and these are just, they're so vibrant and pretty and cute, and so we're going to use these to make a block like this one. So we'll be right back to get that. So let's get started on this block. The first thing that we're going to do is open up our honey bun. And I have it here. I pulled the plastic off and it's still held together by a rubber band. So I'm just going to pull that off. And then that way I'll be able to easily remove one strip at a time to do my sewing. I'm going to take off one strip and I'm just going to make a sample block. So ideally you would chain stitch all of this at once, but I'm just going to do one whole strip so that you can see what it'll look like. Okay, so I'm going to move these other strips to the side for just a second, open up my charm pack, and then I'm going to start just kind of randomly pulling them apart. Okay, the first thing, even before I'm going to do that, I'm going to take out 4 to save for the end, because of course you want to begin with the end in mind. So I'm going to take out 1 of each that are going to be my cornerstones when I finish the whole quilt. Let's see, look how pretty they are. Let's do, I'll keep them blue and green for the cornerstones this time. Come on, grab it, grab it. Okay. 1 of those, and then maybe a darker something. Okay, so I have these that I've already taken out, and they're going to be set aside for the very end. So boom, they go away. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just take these 1.5 inch strips, and I'm going to place the charm squares right side together on it, and then just go all the way down the strip. So each one will have a different. Okay, and I'm just going to do this all the way down, and I'll come back on camera and show you what it looks like before I press it and cut it. I finished the first strip. I have 8 of these that fit on the strip, and I had just a little bit left over. And ideally you would do this for all of your squares first. You see I still have a whole bunch of these left. But ideally you do it for all of the squares, and then that way you could just do one step at a time. Right now I'm going to cut these apart, and I'm going to press them towards the strip. I think that's what I did. Let me double check. Yeah, I'm going to press them towards the cream strip, and then we'll get to the next thing I'm going to do is I have the first strip on the squares, so I'm just going to take another strip. I have the my block on the left and my strip on the right, so I'm going to take the block, lay it right side down on the strip, and then I'm going to sew a 1/4 inch down this side, and I'm going to just strip piece. I'm going to do that for all these pieces. I'll go ahead and cut them apart so you can see what they'll look like. Then we can add some gray strips. We have it 2 sides completed on each one of these. Okay. All right, so the next step is going to be to open up our jelly roll here. And then we're going to do the same thing that we did before. So you take out one strip. And I'm going to start with the short side. So the first side that we started with, that will be the side that we start on for our next layer. Okay, so we do the one side and then the other side, and then the unit is finished, and then we'll see how to put it into it. I wanted to kind of zoom in on the fabric for this next step. These are 4 of the quadrants that I'm going to place into the quilt, or I'm going to make these quadrants into a block. Of course, there are lots of different ways that you could configure them. You could do it this way. Okay. But I'm not going to do that. My block is a little bit different. But I want to point out this block. This particular block out of my charm pack, this square, I've chosen to make it directional. So what I did was, for the first one, I want these flowers all to face right side up. So for this particular block, I put the first strip on the top of the block. Okay, and then, for example, this block, I put the strip on the side of the block, so it'll still be this side on the top. And then this one, I put this one on the left side. That's the first strip there. This one, the first strip is on the bottom. Okay, and then on this one, the one that's in one of my sample blocks, the first strip is on the right side. And for me, that's going to make a difference because it helps with directionality. And so this will help me with any block to know that it's facing up. All right, so again, there are many different patterns that you could use to put these together. What I've chosen to do is kind of make a crazy eyeball thing. So since these have to go up, this one's going to go here. And then the other ones don't matter. So I'm going to do this one here. Okay. And like that. So you can see for this block, I'm going to move it down. I don't know how well it's showing up on camera. So this one has the top left and bottom right, the squares are facing out, but the other two, the squares are facing in. And so to me, that kind of makes like a little crazy eyeball look. So this is how I'm going to sew it together. This way, and this way, and then sewing across the this connected seam. I'll come back and show you what that looks like. I laid out a few of the blocks here so that you can see what they look like all together, and as you can see, it's just a really big overall pattern. The block that we just made is right here, and once I put it together, I hope that it'll be really nice. If you have any questions, please leave your comments below. Please thumbs up this video. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.